Welcome to Sitari TV. I'm your host, Tanya Gupta. I am with the founders of Shastra, Aditya and Rishi. How are you guys doing today?
Very well.
Absolutely fantastic.
That's great. So what brings you here today to Tiecon?
Well, we are creating one of the most epic content which is related to the Shastras, and our first title is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We have completed our proof of concept that such an epic can be actually taken to the virtual reality and alternate reality. And over here we are doing our first seed round to find out interested partners, within this technology.
Okay, so what has the response been so far?
It has been amazing because something like this has never been tried before, not been done. And more than just the response, we also found the user response was very, very high over here. Something like this is actually needed within the market because it is not just an epic, it's actually a meditative form of getting into the mindfulness and the peace of mind as well.
So would you like to talk a little bit more specifically about Shastra and the virtual reality aspect of it?
Yeah, so why we are creating this, we want to capture the young generations and want to introduce them to understand Bhagavad Gita in much more simpler way. So with this application, they can install the Shastra VR Bhagavad Gita in their PlayStation. So after a couple of gaming session and it's a family thing, they can sit around with the family and enjoy and learn Bhagavad Gita in a very creative way.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it looks absolutely wonderful. I feel like the younger generation as well as the older wants to experience this in actual reality. What was your inspiration behind this?
Okay, I think the last 3 years, all of us have gone some kind of a mental trauma or something during the pandemic. The major inspiration was, mindfulness and relaxation and deep relaxation that gets in. So when, and it was an amazing coincidence that, both of us were actually, going through the similar kind of phase and we are following the same book, and then we spoke about it, we said, okay, let's just take it to the world, the way we can actually take the gaming content to the world, we can take the virtual reality content and education content, why not our Shastras into it and why not Bhagavad Gita?
Exactly.
So I think you don't need an inspiration for creating something like Bhagavad Gita. What you need is the call of the time, which comes in and, you automatically start doing something like this.
So our aim is to, introduce the Shastra at very early age for the young generation, for everybody actually. So we unfortunately learned it quite late in the life now, but our aim is to introduce this at an early age for everybody, at every age group, and it's a global thing. Everybody can understand this very easily and become a better person and take life on in a much more positive outlook.
I mean, I think that's very well said. Just last question, do you guys have any future plans to add more than the Bhagavad Gita?
Yes, well, let me first tell you about what is Bhagavad Gita going to be like. Bhagavad Gita is going to come in about 28 different languages, which includes all global languages, including English, French, Italian, you name it, it will be there. That's the first inspiration. That's the first stage. Once we are done with, spreading the word of Bhagavad Gita, I think our next titles would be the next, Shastra from India. This could be based on maybe on the role of the Ramayana and Ram, and the character of Ram. This could be going on to Shiva. This could be going on to Hanuman or even Bible, or anything. So we are basically agnostic in terms of creating the content. We will see what the world needs at that time and we'll start making that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.